G'day and hello beautiful people, it is Mimo here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, night, no matter time wherever you are. Hope life is treating you well. Moving on to stage 4 right now. In the distance comes the sound of a familiar voice. Who possibly could this voice belong to? Any guesses? Who's gonna guess? Hold your fire. It's Abraham. Rest in peace. Abe, yes, it's Abe, of course. Who is the familiar voice? Well, holy shit. Holy God, look at that smile. Garrett, that's freaky, mate. Put the teeth away. You're scaring everyone. It was a bit dicey here and there, but Rosita, Eugene? They're fine. We're all here. Yay! So the military's gone. There's no government, and we'd better clear these walkers out and get safe first. What do you say? Sure, let's go on and take on some walkers. What are we going to set up this time? Let's set up a new team. Let's see what we can get rolling this time around. We'll have a little scroll down here. We could go something like Ezekiel with leader skill plus 24, medium bonus item drop rates. He's always a favourite for me for that reason. He works great with the ally there in Abraham. Could definitely go him, but I'm feeling something a bit different. That's right. How about we go a range team? Very stupid, I know. Always make sure you're utilising your ally, which is I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to leave Abe hanging. Really, I'm going to really leave him out in the dust in regards to a leader skill. So he's not going to get too much leader skill here. What we're going to do is try and find someone with a crit rush. As you can see there, Eric has the crit rush. I was like, is it Aaron or Eric? Aaron has the crit leader skill. Eric has the crit rush. Of course, they are lovey-dovey, so who wouldn't get them confused, really? So we have Kenny there with the big plus 36 crit leader skill. Remember when that used to be the bomb back in the day? It's still pretty awesome. Kenny's still awesome. Of course, the 6-star version is just a slightly bit better, but he's still awesome. I will eventually get the 6-star version of him in time. It will come in time. So what I'm going to do is go with some 4 stars. I'm just checking out a few plays. I'm trying to find someone else with a crit rush in the 4-star range. So far I've got Mark, Shane, and Andrea. I'm going to try and mix this up a lot in this stage. So I'm going to try and use a lot of grade or a lot of tier sort of players, rarity sort of players. So what I'm going to do here is go through and choose out my gun loadouts. Once again, 30 crit they usually all have, and then they have that Slayer #1 crafting option or mod on the weapon, which gives them a plus 20 crit when their HP is more than 60. So we'll go, that's a lot of scoped rifles there. That's a lot of scoped rifles. I really should do something with all those scoped rifles. But as you can see, crit rush in Eric. Now, this is something I haven't used previously on any of these stages. That's why I'm just highlighting it. Right now, inventory-wise, when it comes to zombies, I have 4 favourite things I always use. Smelling salts for reviving. Sharpshooter or nitric oxide, depending on the team you're using. Sharpshooter this case because it's ranged. We keep going down. Blooded shirts camouflages you, and we have another big one right back up the front here, which is your guts. It also camouflages you for 1 turn. So your blooded shirts camouflages 1 person, the guts camouflages your whole team. Now this is the lowest grade team we've had, S2++. Lowest grade. And we're going to see how much crit they're getting. So that leader skill plus 36 crit. Minus Gabe, he's not getting that leader skill. Like I said, always be ally friendly. I'm not in this case. Learn from my mistakes or my teachings right now and be ally friendly. So Kenny plus 36 crit. They got plus 30 crit on their weapons minimum. Some have an extra plus 20. So as you can see, we're getting up in the 66 crit range. You know, there's 86 crit range for some people. We'll have Eric's rush, which is going to go off with another plus 20. So then you're looking at about 106 crit minimum. I'm not talking about Abe, remember, excluding Abe. So this is a lot of crit. This is the most crit I've used on chapter 24 so far. Not the most crit I've used in general, but the most crit on chapter 24. We also have the inventory with the sharpshooter, where I could also boost him with another 20 crit. So I could use this definitely and get another 20 crit for the 3 turns, but we don't need it. They got a huge amount of crit already. Pile on Eric's little rush there, plus 20 crit. There's plenty of crit to go around. And when I was talking about this in stage 2, and I was saying you got to really utilize all the crit and all the areas in which you can put the crit to make sure you're just flying through these stages, which is what's happening here. I've got the leader skill, I've got the weapon mods, I've got the rush, I've got the inventory if needed. I've got all these factors. I've got the current boost of the territory with the plus 5 crit, which isn't much, but it's an extra 5 crit. That could be the difference between the headshot that saves you and you getting slapped up a bit. So basically what I'm going to do through these waves is just keep doing it. Every time Eric's rush is ready, I'm going to pop it, get that extra 20, and I'm just going to keep shooting. Now, if zombies do get a bit close to you like this right now, as you can see, you can go for your inventory. We can up them with a sharpshooter if we're like, oh, we need to make these headshots are crucial. We could give them the plus 30 of the plus 20 of the sharpshooter, I should say. We could have put guts on them and camouflaged them, but I want to see how hard these zombies hit. I want to see the impact these chapter 24 zombies are going to have on a 5-star. Whoa! And a 4-star. That took a solid chunk out. So definitely be wary of that. If zombies hit you, they do take a solid chunk out. I wasn't too concerned. I had those revived salts. I have the salts in there. So we'll plus 20 crit here and we'll show this is what I could have been doing the whole time. So I could have had in reality plus 20 crit always. So when Eric's rush wasn't ready and the 3 turns had faded out, I could have used my sharpshooter and had the plus 20 crit, and then I would have brought his rush over the top for a bit and they would have intersected basically. I'm like, that's a word. And then so I would have had this continued supply of crit always, bonus crit always, which is really a smart way to do it. But I sort of want to see what this stage really has, or what this chapter really has in regards to just a crit. I definitely will probably try. I'm going to try this with some 3 stars, I reckon. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try the zombies and see how much crit this chapter really needs, and see what you can get away with. I like to challenge. Definitely, I like to challenge my roster and I'd like to see how far my roster can go. We'll see what we can do with it. We'll do a bit of experimenting and see how it goes. But plenty of headshots coming up. If the zombies do tend to get a bit close, like I said, you can use your guts to camouflage your whole team like now. But what you really want to make sure you're doing, which I'm not doing in this case, that didn't work anyways. I was like, it didn't work. Is you want to make sure you're selecting the zombies. The reason for that is sometimes the computer may just hit the one behind it instead of the one that's right up in your grill. So make sure you're selecting the zombies that are right up in your grill, because it will at times hit the ones that are nowhere near you. But as always, I hope you did enjoy. I thank you for watching. Please do let me know how you're going with this game. Always remember how awesome you are. Bye!
Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows.